Welcome back to another episode of the NASCAR 25 Career Mode. We are coming off the back of a 13th place finish out at Daytona in our first career Truck Series race. Was a solid run, but we did take a bit of a beating in that one. Got into a couple of wrecks. Spun around a couple of times. We'll enter the shop here in just a second. But a couple urgent tasks. First off, from our PR manager, we can either do a fan meet and greet or pitch in a little work at the shop. Gain either some rep or work points. We'll take the rep because the work points don't mean as much this week. As we already have a fully repaired truck. We will go in, though, and work on repairing the Daytona truck. Hopefully we'll be able to upgrade it before the next race we run this truck for next episode. But we will be able to repair almost all of the truck. We'll quickly jump in, take a look at the Atlanta truck. Now, one thing I will say, I don't expect a lot coming in this episode. We will upgrade the Atlanta truck, but there is a glitch here at Atlanta in the truck series. You'll see it more once we actually get into it, but it basically makes turns 3 and 4 impossible to even keep up with the field. So I thought the way to get around that was to upgrade the truck, and I'll find out later on it's not. We will have a new sponsor interest, Stratasys. We will need to run well for that, or need a better finish for that. We sit 16th in the points. Kyle Busch won last episode out in Daytona. But we'll get set to head into EchoPark Speedway for the second race of the season.
The thunder of NASCAR racing roars into EchoPark Speedway this weekend. Get ready for high-speed action, heart-pounding drama, and non-stop thrill. Don't miss a lap. EchoPark Speedway is about to ignite. The cars are out on the track practicing for this weekend's race.
All right, let's get out there and see what we got. Settle in, find your rhythm.
Here we go now to start practice. Really not even gonna think I really don't think we'll be able to make the goal. But here's gonna be a look at what I was talking about earlier. We'll head down into 3 and 4, and it hits a certain point where the truck just goes straight, directly up the track, nearly into the outside wall. We'll come out of turn number 4. The goal was a 33.0. We'll run a 33.1, and I honestly don't think we can get any quicker than that. So we'll end practice, and you can see it was even doing it in turn 1, just kind of showing how bad it is with the issue here at EchoPark. Chandler Smith tops the chart here in practice over Kyle Busch, Ben Rhodes, Corey Heim, and Grant Enfinger, the top 5.
Qualifying is underway as we look to see who will sit on the pole for this weekend's race.
Qualifying, let's roll.
We'll come out now for qualifying here from EchoPark Speedway. Once again, not expecting much. It took us a while to even get a 10th off of the goal time. Plate tracks early on in the season going to be difficult to qualify at. Obviously, you need a lot of speed to be able to run well in qualifying, but we'll come out of turn number 4. The goal is a top 33.
Okay, we're done.
And we'll run in 36th. It's a 33-2. Not a good time for us. Chandler Smith, though, tops round 1. Obviously, 2 rounds, the top 10 make it into round number 2. Gio Ruggiero, the cutoff for the second round. But it will be Kyle Busch in back-to-back weeks taking the pole over Corey Heim. Chandler Smith, Grant Enfinger, and Lane Riggs round out the top 5.
Get on your feet. It's time to go NASCAR Truck Series racing as we go trackside on the most famous version in all of motorsports. Drivers, start your engine!
Crank it up now, time to go.
So we are coming to the green here at EchoPark Speedway. Green flag is in the air for the second race of the season. Kyle Busch will lead us down into turn number 1. We actually got a pretty solid start so far. As we'll head down into turn 1, looking if we can try to hold the outside of Caleb Costner heading through 1 and 2. Not going to be able to. Costner will clear us. We'll head down the back straightaway, though, right in the draft of the number 74. Thought about looking up the inside. We'll head down into 3 and 4, and here it comes. The big push now. We're actually going to scrape the wall in 1 and 2, or in 3 and 4, sorry. And that's going to basically do it for this stage. There's not going to be a lot of action for us in this episode. It's basically just been... we head off into the corner and push directly into the wall. So it's an unfortunate one. But with that, we'll actually now jump ahead to the final lap of the stage, heading through 1 and 2. Ben Rhodes, the race leader. So we'll come out of turn number 2. You can just see the pack continued to pull away from us. It was not much we could do here in the opening stage, and there's not much we're going to be able to do in the race. Even without the draft, we're pushing pretty bad. But it's going to be Corey Heim winning the stage here. We end up 36th in stage 1. So we'll make our pit stop. It'll be... or, will we make a pit stop, actually? Sorry. We don't have to make a pit stop. And we won't here for stage number 2. So, we'll be coming to the green here in stage number 2. We gained a couple spots. Some of the guys up towards the front of the field pitted, including stage 1 winner Corey Heim. So, we'll restart from the 26th spot, as we'll take the green here to start stage number 3. We'll head down into turn 1, slot into the bottom in behind Josh Rayum and ahead of Corey Heim. We'll come off of turn number 2 now. Again, not one of our worst starts, but here it comes now, heading off into 3 and 4, really trying to gain on the pack, and it's just going to go straight. We're actually up into the wall again here in 3 and 4. We stay ahead of Ben Rhodes. We make a lot of contact with Ruggiero and Riggs off the corner. Not down to last yet, though, so the highest running position we've had under green. But we head off into 1 and 2 again, and it's pushing. We're in the wall again. We're really only holding up Ben Rhodes. A little bit of smoke coming up from ahead. We'll get a push from the 99 down the back straightaway, but that's not going to help us at all. We'll head off into 3 and 4. It's actually going to really hurt us into the corner. As we'll push right up to the outside lane. Rhodes going to get by us into 35th. Just not much we can do now as we'll hit 5 laps to go in this stage. Trying to keep up on the back bumper of the Thor Sport truck, but He'll pull away, heading off into the corner. We'll scrape the outside wall yet again. We'll head down the back straightaway now. And down into 3 and 4. Just seeing if maybe something can happen in the pack. A crash maybe, that could be the thing that gives us a few positions. But we're really just not getting any luck here in the first part of the race. As we'll actually now jump ahead to the final lap of the stage right here. Just really not working. We have low fuel. We're actually at 0 laps of fuel. And we've actually run out of fuel. So just nothing going our way here in this race as the stage will end. Stuart Friesen picking up the stage 2 win. So we'll come down to the pits again here. Take 4, or actually for the first time, sorry. Take 4 tires, 2 cans of fuel, try to loosen the truck up, see if that'll help us, but nothing's been going our way, as we'll jump into stage 3. Now we're coming to get set for the green here in stage 3, restarting from the 35th spot. We jump Jack Wood in the pit. Still not expecting much as we go back green here from EchoPark. Stuart Friesen will lead us down to the green. 20 laps to go here from EchoPark Speedway as we'll get up through the gears into 36, or running 36th already. Jack Wood got a better restart than us. He jumped us around the outside. We'll head down the back straightaway, see if we can maybe get a run, get up the inside of Wood, but you can see we're not really working anything up as we head down into 3 and 4 and go straight. Once again, this time though, we'll keep it out of the fence, which is a good thing for us, but just not much luck throughout this one. We'll head down into 1 and 2 again. And we're actually going to jump forward quite a bit in this one. Just up to lap 24, you can see pit stop starting. We jumped nearly 10 laps. We'll come up to lap 25. There's just not much we've been able to do. 10 laps to go in this one, though. You can see a puff of smoke up ahead. Maybe someone either catching the wall or some contact between each other. So we will have to make, or we will not actually make an adjustment. Honestly, I don't feel like any adjustment would actually help, but we'll head to the apron here. One of the weird pit lanes in NASCAR, we just go straight. I tried to keep up as much speed as possible down on the apron, but it did not stick. We will gain time, though, on entry. A lot of time, actually, by doing that. But we'll make the trek down pit road now. Not the second race we would have wanted up to this point. We're really going to need something to help us get back into even an okay finish in this race. But at this moment, it looks like it's going to be a dead last in the results. So it will be a 8.2 second stop. You can see we actually just lost all the time we gained on Ankrum and Hemrick into the pit lane. Come out of the pits in last. Again, not the race we would have wanted. Leaders are coming down pit road this time. So maybe we can get some checkups or something that brings us closer up to the pack. We'll head down into 3 and 4 now as we're working on getting up to speed. Couple of trucks coming into the pits. Let's see maybe if we'll be able to jump them somehow. Hopefully had a better pit stop than them. Obviously we did not have a better pit stop than Ankrum and Hemrick, who were just gone by the time we got out of our pit box. The left front tire has worn up a bit. Obviously, EchoPark Speedway, not great on the tire wear. It never has been, even before the name change and the style change. But obviously now running it as a drafting track can even wear out the car, or wear out the tires even more.
Leader is pitting.
Just with how fast you're going and how tight the turns are. So we're still in 36th. Leader coming to the pits this time. Brandon Jones actually takes over the lead as they're coming to the pits. Jones in the Tricon truck. He's going to be looking to run well in the races he runs this season. Obviously full-time for Joe Gibbs in the Xfinity Series. We'll come out at turn number 4, seeing if we can just make something up. 5 laps to go, though, here from EchoPark Speedway. Leader coming in, that's Brandon Jones. Believe that's Grant Enfinger, who just took over the lead. Just pretty uneventful race for us up to this point. We'll head down into 3 and 4, just seeing if maybe we can make up some positions. Maybe get lucky with people having issues in the pit stop or something like that, but it's just not been a race for us. Leader coming in as there's actually smoke up ahead. They're wrecking up ahead, I believe. You can see smoke all over. Is that going to be a caution? You can see they've really checked up. We're going to actually jump down below the apron, trying to avoid the wreck, and get our lap back, actually, as the caution flies. That is huge. We are now the last truck on the lead lap. Do not have to pit. Steven Malazzi, who we just got by, was the leader. He's got a pit. So that's actually going to put us into 12th here, right at the end of the race. And that means we can only get our sponsor goal, unless we somehow get lapped in the end of this one. Green flag back in the air, though. Stuart Friesen will lead us back to the green. 2-lap shootout here from EchoPark Speedway. And our race is completely turned around from that. That is huge. But we'll get back up through the gears now, down into 13th, as Malazzi got a much better jump than us. So will Grant Enfinger. I wonder if they also took tires on their pit stop. Could be that. But a big run for a lot of the smaller teams. Us, Malazzi, Costner, all of us who really weren't expected to have a big run this season. Clay Greenfield as well. We'll get passed by Rajah Caruth, trying to just hold on to whatever position we can. We're down to 17th, but I think if we just hold off Greenfield, we'll actually head up the inside of Caruth and Breidinger. We clip the apron, though, and already with a truck that doesn't want to turn, that was not a good mix. But we'll head up the inside. We're actually 3 wide now, heading into 3 and 4. We'll get passed by Caruth. Crafton's going to get around us. Jake Garcia will as well. But it's going to be a 19th place finish as we'll cross the stripe. Corey Heim takes another win. A 19th place run here at Atlanta with the glitch. That's a solid result. Corey Heim, though, takes the win over Stuart Friesen. Corey LaJoie ends up in 3rd. Ty Majeski 4th. Luke Fenhouse rounds out the top 5. Boyd, Bush, Gold, Sutton, and Enfinger round out the top 10. But that'll do it for this episode of the NASCAR 25 Career Mode. If you guys did enjoy, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. And I will see you guys next time.